earlier autistic children get help, the better their prospects.
Yeah, good job.
Robert Dizelle, NBC News, New York. Up next here tonight, an impossible hockey shot and the kid who made it and what his dad was forced to admit.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter and enjoy pain-free testing. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Call now, and Arriva Medical will send you one of these new meters for free.
Your blood glucose reading is 122 milligrams per deciliter.
And if you have Medicare, your testing supplies may also be covered. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs. And they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
And if you call 1-800-704-2032 today, we'll send you a free Betty Crocker Diabetes Cookbook filled with delicious recipes. That's 1-800-704-2032.
Call Arriva today. We'd be glad you did.
Allergy season.
Good thing it's Allegra season. I bought it at Walmart without a prescription.
Allegra gives you fast, non-drowsy, 24-hour relief of your toughest symptoms. Get Allegra at an everyday low price at Walmart.
We're the Boston family from Skagway, Alaska.
Happen to come across Quicken Loans online.
Quicken Loans constantly kept us updated and got us through the process twice now. Quicken Loans is definitely engineered to amaze. They were just really there for us.
Confidence. Available in color. And good morning. Great day.
This is Coach Parker, whose non-stop day starts with back pain and a choice. Take Advil now, and maybe up to 4 in a day. Or choose a leave and 2 pills for a day free of pain. Way to go, Coach.
Hi, I'm Brent from Safelite. My customer really loves her new car. So when a rock hit her windshield, good thing she chose Safelite. We think a repair should last as long as your car. With most repair resins, the quality seems but over time, inferior resins can break down and ruin your repair.
I had no idea.
Safelite's exclusive resin stays stronger and lasts longer. Plus, thanks to her insurance, it was no cost to her.
Really?
Call or schedule online.
Safelite repair, Safelite replace.
Tomorrow on Today, meet Ken and Tip-Tip, typical 4-year-old. But on Sunday, the pint-sized preacher joins us live. Tomorrow on Today on NBC. The end of every story is only the beginning. What pushes someone over the edge? Wherever the stories begin, they always seem to end up right here on Dateline.
Perseid meteor shower made for a spectacular show this weekend, even though I got my facts wrong Friday night about the full moon, which actually ended up hampering viewing for all of us who tried to take in the night sky. Meteors averaged about 1 per minute at the height there, and what's it like to be above the show looking down? Well, one of the space station astronauts took this photo from up there. And here's the shot of the night. The goal was to get a hockey puck through a tiny slot from center ice, 89 feet into a 3.5-inch opening. That's Nate Smith with his hockey stick. His twin brother Nick was supposed to take the shot but couldn't get there. Nick entered the raffle. Nick's ticket was chosen. His twin brother Nate didn't have time to overthink it. He just stepped up, took the shot, and scored, winning $50,000. Because they're twins, everybody thought it was his brother Nick till the boy's dad came forward for the sake of a lesson in truth. Organizers are now debating if he should still get the money even though he was a stand-in for his brother. When we come back here tonight, the innocent victims of the BP spill. How are they doing after all those promises to clean up the water for the animals?
An everyday moment can turn romantic anytime. And when it does, men with erectile dysfunction can be more confident in their ability to be ready with Cialis for daily use. Cialis for daily use is a clinically proven low-dose tablet you take every day, so you can be ready anytime the moment's right.
doctor about all your medical conditions and medications, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity.
Don't take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure.
Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed back or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, stop taking Cialis and call your doctor right away.
Ask your doctor if Cialis for daily use is right for you. For a 30-tablet free trial offer, go to Cialis.com.
Your favorite food's fighting you? Fight back fast with Tums. Calcium-rich Tums goes to work in seconds. Nothing works faster. There's more than one of these abandoned racetracks in America today. Automotive performance is gone. And all we have left are fallen leaves and broken dreams. Oh, wait a second. That is a Dodge Durango. Looks like American performance is doing just fine. Carry on.
Women move the world, and Caltrate moves us, helping strengthen our bones. Caltrate delivers 1,200 milligrams of calcium and 800 IU of vitamin D plus minerals. Women need Caltrate. Caltrate helps women keep moving because women move the world.
If you have gout and think a few attacks a year are all you have to worry about, think again. Fact is, gout can attack silently even between flares. You may not feel it, but gout's root cause, high uric acid, can allow crystals to continuously form and build up in your joints. Over time, this may lead to attacks in other joints, constant pain, and joint destruction. So don't wait. Get more information at goutinfo.com and talk with your doctor about ways to keep your uric acid at a lower, healthy level.
KCN on the scene of breaking news. The South Congress building swarmed by police after a robbery escalates to an officer-involved shooting.
We're still tracking the wildfire on our tower camera, and an update on the heat wave for you next in First Warning Weather.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Finally tonight, it's been over a year since the awful slow-motion sadness we all watched on that live underwater camera, the BP oil spill. There were a lot of promises about cleaning up that water, making life better for the marine life there. But what has the progress been like? The creatures that will help answer that question are the dolphins in the Gulf. We went back to check on them in the waters of Barataria Bay in Louisiana. I'll report tonight from our Chief Environmental Affairs Correspondent, Ann Thompson.
Today at Gleaming Barataria Bay is a living laboratory for scientists determining the impact of the BP oil spill on dolphins and the Gulf.
This is one of the places which was heavily oiled and where there is still some residual oil.
More than 400 dolphins have died since the spill, including one found in Barataria this June with BP oil. But today the focus is on those that survived. Scientists corralled a dolphin with a net, lifting it onto the research vessel Medema, a floating exam room. The dolphin is weighed and measured. Electrodes monitor heart and lung function. Under a hood, one scientist checks internal organs with ultrasound, while others take blood and blubber samples, looking for signs of trouble brought on by oil.
Respiratory problems, neurologic problems, and some skin lesions in some of those animals.
But the answers won't be known for months.
It's just like when you go to the doctor doesn't know what the deal is, they're never healthier without
Working quickly, they try not to stress the dolphin. At the first sign of trouble, it's put back in the water.
This dolphin is pregnant, and so the examination has to take place in the water. One of the things scientists are looking for is an answer as to why so many baby dolphins have died since the oil spill, and they're hoping that this dolphin may help them find the answer.
Branded and tagged with satellite and radio tracking devices, the dolphins return to the wild. Now partners in the quest to restore the Gulf. Ann Thompson, NBC News, Barataria Bay, Louisiana.
And that's our broadcast for this Monday night as we start off a new week. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Brian Williams. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow evening. Good night.
Every time I say they have it under control, they comes right back up.
Now, breaking
here we go.
KSAN News.
Homes on fire and families being evacuated at this hour in Leander.
Right now, firefighters on the scene of a massive brush fire near Horseshoe Drive, that's near County Road 274, just west of Highway 183. A live look now from our tower cam, and our Chris Sonaghy is on the scene now gathering information. What do you know, Chris?
Well, we got here about 45 minutes ago. We've seen a lot of people coming out, a lot of fire trucks going in. You can see now the black plume of smoke that was coming up over this tree line. Right now, it looks like it's calmed down, but it has flared up and down in the time that we have been here. We've even seen flames peeking up over this tree line. Now, in the time that we have been here, we have had the Starflight helicopters come by, dumping the water on the fire. But here is what we know right now. 35 homes have been evacuated in this area. 6 homes, we're told, suffered some kind of damage. 6 homes suffered some kind of damage from this fire, and everybody who has been evacuated has been being told to go to the Leander Middle School while they fight this fire. 10 agencies are helping the Leander Fire Department. 1 person was treated on the scene for minor injuries, but that's the extent of what we know. From talking to people who are coming out of this area who are being evacuated, I talked to a few of them. They said that there's actually a list being put together of people who are missing, not accounted for. We'll see how that list changes once everybody goes to the middle school as they're being instructed to do. But once again, fire peeking up over the tree line still, a lot of resources still coming in. So they still have their hands full with this fire at this time. 6 homes suffered some kind of damage, 35 homes evacuated. Leslie, back to you.
Chris, thank you. Well, we have additional breaking news here at 6 o'clock. Police have swarmed a building near the 3600 block of South Congress Avenue. That's after a shooting involving an Austin police officer. The suspect reportedly now in custody. We're told it all began when a male suspect tried to rob a Valero gas station. And during that robbery attempt, the suspect displayed a pistol. He took off on foot there when officers were called out to the scene and followed him. The suspect reportedly displayed that pistol yet again. More information on this officer-involved shooting in South Austin later in this newscast, and of course on our website, kxan.com.
Governor Rick Perry is still in Iowa right now, talking to more voters since announcing that he wants to be president.
Back here at home, though, work is beginning to energize and motivate Republicans across Texas. Democrats are also using Perry's announcement, hoping to conjure up that same energy. KXAN's Katina Kendra joins us live with more on that.
Thank you, Robert. Well, when Governor Perry gets back here, he has a lot to do. I talked to his campaign people today. Told me they haven't set up his campaign office yet. They haven't even started looking for space yet. It's still early, but momentum is already starting to build with Republicans and Democrats.
I got up here and I was trying to figure out how to get this payback to Texas.
Governor Rick Perry has a packed schedule of speeches in Iowa Monday and Tuesday, riling up supporters.
I know what this country needs. And we need to get Americans back working. We need to be able to create an environment in this country where anybody that wants to work can find that job. And I'm really proud of what we've done in the state of Texas over the last decade.
Monday is a new beginning for Texas politics. Republicans back here in Austin and across the state are hoping to take that same energy all the way to the White House. The idea is that with 2 Texas Republicans vying, there's a better chance of getting one of them to Washington.
But I think if the election was this November, the odds are overwhelming that the Republican candidate would win. A lot can happen in a year and 2 months.
Monastery says office staff at the Republican Party of Texas has spent much of their day taking phone calls from people wanting to join in.
President Obama has energized the Republican Party like no office holder in my lifetime. So the Republican base is chomping at the bit for the next election.
And so are the Democrats. They are trying to boost the same energy by calling their constituents, reminding their members of Perry's record.
Rick Perry is extremely unpopular with the Democratic Party and middle-of-the-road families here in Texas, because they're about to realize what happens when a governor like Perry balances the state budget on the backs of the least fortunate.
With Election Day not till next year, both parties still have a lot of work to do in the meantime. They both say one step at a time. Well, Perry's staff says once they return to Austin this week, they will begin looking for space for their campaign headquarters. Live in the studio, Katina McKenna, KXAN News.
Governor Perry is now saying he made a mistake with the HPV vaccine issue. Back in 2007, Perry issued an executive order that schoolgirls get vaccinated against the human papillomavirus. The controversial order made most Republican lawmakers in Texas furious. In the end, that order was rescinded. The governor is now saying he should have gone through the legislature before trying to enforce that order.
Jim, here we are again with another hot day in August.
Yeah, another record breaker. It's been amazing how many records we have tied or broken this summer. Today, another tie at 105 degrees at Camp Mabry this afternoon. 103 at the airport was the high temperature, and that just missed the record by a degree. A live view from our 360 tower camera. Good news, that fire was so plainly visible in the last half hour out there. We're not seeing any smoke off the distance there toward Leander, so things are improving. Bad news for the firefighters, though. It's still 101 degrees. The update on the heat wave coming up in First Warning Weather.
We now know the name of a woman whose body was found in East Austin Friday night. Officers found the body of Cheryl Lynn McBride on Tillery and Gonzales near East 7. Police would not give us much details, but did say their murder was extremely brutal. McBride was last seen around East 2nd Street and Comal. Crime inside Austin's libraries is up more than 30% over last year.
Over at the city's central library downtown, thefts are up dramatically, as are physical attacks. Most libraries already have security cameras, but now city librarians say they need more. KXAN City reporter Reagan Hamilton explains why the numbers are up and what it will take for the libraries to get more cameras.
For almost 2 years, some of Austin's libraries, including the Central Library, have been home to security cameras.
Now we have more eyes in the library to help us do our job better.
During that time, the library department has seen a 31% increase in crime.
Cameras are really catching a lot of the incidents that we would not have normally been able to identify before.
The city's Central Library has seen the brunt of that. So far this year, disorderly conduct at the Central Library is up by more than 1,000%. The same holds true for physical attacks or the threat of physical attacks. And the number of thefts up by more than 2,000%.
If you leave your property down on the table so forth, a lot of times they disappear.
Branch libraries have also seen an increase.
We just had an incident a couple of weeks ago, last month I believe, where one of our security guards was attacked, seriously injured, and was taken to the hospital.
Earlier this summer, thieves stole copper from the AC units at a branch library, causing it to close down.
Had we had cameras, the guilty parties would probably be, already under custody of the police.
Now the library department is asking for a little more than $500,000 for more cameras to help catch people breaking the law and keep their customers safe.
What I want to do is make sure that when someone comes into a library that it is a safe place.
And to do that, the library says they need more cameras keeping an eye from above. Reagan Hackelman, KXAN News.
And still ahead on KXAN News here at 6 o'clock, the latest developments from College Station regarding Texas A&M's possible exit from the Big 12. We're going to hear from the Aggies president on the matter coming up.
Right, that listens to your heartbeat.
A local school district running their own health clinic will explain how federal money is on its way to expand the program and bring more affordable health care to more local families.
Did you ever have a bad day where everything goes wrong in front of millions?
What do you now think you're going to be famous for?
Being the biggest loser on America's Got Talent.
Introducing the ultimate do-over.
Take a break, Doc.
12 of the best eliminated acts come back for a shot at redemption.
You are a funny guy.
Oh, and a spot in the semifinals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got Talent's Wild Card Week, Tuesday and Wednesday on NBC.
Is Brown Hand Center just right for the care of your hand, arm, or joint problems? They keep growing as nationally recognized experts in carpal tunnel treatment and much more. They have published data on nearly 15,000 patients. Today, there are more than 35 doctors and hundreds of professionals who truly care about you. I want only the best out.
Fire seems to have calmed down. I just not see another one of those Starflight helicopters.
Yeah, they've been dumping water on it, so
it's calming down though. I mean, you see some smoke over there every once in a while.
Yeah, but it's about it.
Yeah, much better than it was before.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Yep.
That was going on. I was running a lot. I mean, anytime I was walking, I was looking at that fire.
Yeah, I went up to look back that way too.
A boneless chicken breast cut into strips and marinated in 4 different peppers with fries, a biscuit, and dipping sauce for just $3.99. Popeye's spicy ripping chicken is in your future, honey, and the future is today.
Looks like it's finally calming down.
Has been changing the way America shops for furniture with amazing quality and style at unbeatable prices, especially now during their
No, you are not going to get bothered with the blinds right now.
You not only get great style and fashion, you save
The camera's sitting on it.
Check it out. Our 20th anniversary sale is back and it's better. Because now you can finance interest-free until January 2016. Plus, get unbeatable anniversary savings here at City Crawford Home.
I can't wait to be part of your home.
So what are you waiting for?
Life is full of missed opportunities.
Don't kick the box off.
The old friend you should have called.
School grad.
Or the leap of faith you never took. But there's one opportunity that's too good to miss. The Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, where you'll find exceptional values on the Lexus IS. Get 1.9% financing on the 2011 IS 250. See your Lexus dealer.
I want to bring you an update now on our breaking news. Suspect now in custody after police swarmed a building near the 3600 block of South Congress after a shooting involving an Austin police officer. That suspect now in custody. Our Shannon Wilson joins us live from the scene with more. Shannon?
This all started about 4